almost 3 weeks since I posted the video where I spilled my guts about what a fat bastard I've become during lockdown. And I'm pleased to say that I've been able to actually pretty much stick to everything I said I was going to do in that video. Been out riding, I guess, at least every other day, probably a little bit more than that. I've stopped snacking, just eating my 3 meals a day, drinking beer once a week on like one evening a week. I'm pleased to report 4.8 pounds lost in 20 days. So that's a bit ahead of schedule, and I doubt that pace is sustainable. But it's amazing just how much better you can feel about yourself when you see some results. I think more importantly though for me is actually just the sense of getting back a little bit of discipline and just making better decisions every day. That for me I think is worth tenfold the weight loss in and of itself. I need to say thanks once again for all the comments on that video. When I do videos like that where I'm sort of like dumping my guts out into the internet, then actually people are happy to kind of like watch and listen to that stuff. It's nice to know that maybe some of the things that you're saying and thinking are resonating with other people. So yeah, keep them coming. It really does make a difference to me. Now, one of the comments in particular from Fuzzy Logic. Fuzzy mentions that they like to give up alcohol, beer or what have you for 6 weeks at different times during the year, I think. And I found this interesting because I would suggest this is almost a polar opposite to my own approach. So it sort of got me thinking a little bit more about what my own approach is. I thought that might be interesting to sort of unpack a little bit. Now, just to be clear, this is not really a reply to Fuzzy. This is what I was thinking about sort of in my own context. I mean, look, whatever works for you, power to you, carry on doing it. This is just the things that I was thinking about after reading that comment. For me personally, the idea of sort of giving something up in that sense is actually quite sort of, it feels sort of quite dramatic to me. I don't actually want to sort of make big changes. I want to make small changes that are sustainable over a long period. So, you know, the things that I've done, I haven't given up booze. Once a week at the moment is probably about right. In terms of food, well, I've not gone like full-on hardcore calorie counting or anything, but I'm just not snacking. It's like little things like not having a bag of crisps at every lunchtime with a sandwich. So generally what I'm trying to do is kind of, if you like, remove the peaks and troughs so that everything is just a kind of a little bit more of a consistent, even keel. I mean, I guess I kind of end up approaching lifestyle in that way, the same way as I do an ODAX, yeah? I mean, you basically want a consistent energy effort, right, put into your riding to maintain for the long haul. I kind of hadn't really thought about it like that, but yeah, overall it's about small, maybe incremental changes that are easily sustainable over a long period of time. So this bike is actually set up as a 110, 36 up front and a 1136 in the back. Up until about 18 months ago it was a 210, but I realised I needed a new cable for the front shifter. Thought, I don't know, why don't I just take the shifter off completely, and it was fine. However, I've still got the double on the front, and I have to confess it's been pretty good today, just, you know, lifting it onto the granny gear and having a nice low easy gear to pedal around on the snow. I think though that the 110 being okay on this bike has been a bit more of a symptom of the lack of bike packing I've done in any recent times, more so than, you know, how manly my legs are. Just coming through Church now. That was a decent Odax hotel there. I don't think I've ever noticed that one before. Strange. And that's the end of the bridleways now. So a little bit of road in the direction of Barnt Green, which normally if I was going to go and do a longer off-road ride, I'd head up to Barnt Green. But today I'm just going to jump on the canal and head back into South Birmingham. So off the canal now, back onto the roads. Not that there's any appreciable difference between the towpaths, bridleways and roads today. It's been nice just reacquainting myself with this route. Feels like a long time. Well, certainly a long time since I've done this hill, Was Hill. This always used to be the steep hill on the way home that no one looked forward to. I'm sure we've all got those wherever we are. So just caught a glimpse of road ear back there. But I think it caught a glimpse of me as well, like, which was why it disappeared so quick. So the final thought that I want to leave you with today, and never let it be said we don't tackle the big issues here. Over the last 6 to 8 weeks, I've been totally obsessed with squash, right? And I guess for our non-UK based friends, squash is normally a fruit-based concentrate that you dilute with water, right? Anyway, squash has never been a feature of my life. I think it's too much highly diluted squash as a kid. But for some reason, the last however long, I can't get enough of it. It's I'm trying all the new flavors, a whole new world. It's absolutely, it's rocked my existence. So what I want from you guys, leave a comment down below. What's your favorite flavor of squash? I'm currently digging Vimto and Robinson's summer fruits. But what's your favorite flavor? And I will do my best to get hold of it and try it out. All right, catch you on the next one.